Hey nerds, Sage is here, so hope you're having a good day. I want to sit down and have your ear for a bit, so if you can listen, that would be great, okay? Yes, so, we have something coming up tonight. In fact, it's coming up in just a few hours, in case you didn't, know. And, well, we have another voting event. Just looking it over. In fact, here's the image for it. As you can see, it's called A Hero Rises. And what this is, well, you basically pick a character from this game that's in the game currently, be it in any variation from summer to winter, etc., etc. And basically, the character with the most votes will be given out for free to everyone. That's pretty cool. And I think that's a really great option. Kind of strange that we're having another Choose Your Legends. I'm kidding, but still, really interesting event and something that I feel will be beneficial to everyone. And that's why I really, really want to stress this and say that maybe when it comes to voting, we put our efforts into voting for a character that will be beneficial to everyone, especially for those who are free to play and for those who, may spend some money in this game. The idea is we want to have a hero or a character that has beneficial skills to everyone in every shape and form. So I'm going to go off a short list of characters that I think might be beneficial to everyone, and we'll talk about it, okay? We'll give you an idea, and I'm sure that some of these are probably going to be options that you guys are pretty much already aware of. So, let's talk about this. So, when it comes to characters, I want units that are premium 5-star units, people who are exclusive or even elusive, more so than ever, nowadays at least. So, here are some characters that I think are great ideas for not only new players or players who are free to play, and characters or players who may want to, go for some powerful characters as well. First up, of course, is the always dominant Hector. Hector is a character that I'm sure I don't really need to explain why he's so good. Simply put, also I still have Wary Fighter on him. I need to get that off. Ooh, experiments. I took quick riposte off of him. Anyways, still nonetheless, here's Hector. And the reason why Hector really shines a lot more is because, again, he's the only character who has distant counter, a very strange and rare ability that allows swords and, weapons that shouldn't be hitting from range to hit from range, which is bizarre these days. But still, as a character, Hector is also pretty strong still nonetheless, just because of his combination with his weapon, but also he does have a unique C skill in Goat Armor, which is also only for him right now. And all in all, Hector is a great unit. He's stable, he's strong, and even if you don't want to use Hector, you can give distant counter to someone else. So I really feel Hector is a very strong contender for heroes that you can choose to give to others. I'm probably going to vote for Hector or another character here on out that we're going to talk about in a second, but Hector is probably going to be one of the stronger candidates because of just how well, brutal he can be and how strong he can really perform under pressure. So, just as an option. Next up, let's talk about, of course, the Ikes. And I'm talking not only Brave Ike, but also Legendary Vanguard Ike, who was just recently released, or, Bike and Like, I guess you could say. So, the one thing that these two share is basically Steady Breath and Warding Breath, or whatever the other breath option is called. And basically what this does is, it's for steady, it's defense, for the other, it's resistance. And basically, when they're attacked, they will lose their, it will reduce the special cooldown, which is very vital for a lot of characters, especially those defensive units that can really run amok with things like this. It can really boost up dragon builds, it can really boost up any sort of defensive build, Lucas, characters like that. And of course, being on Ike himself is really very strong, and some of the best options out there. Now, Brave Ike himself has Irvan, which, if he gets hit consecutively, will reduce the damage by 80% onwards, which is fantastic for dealing with units who are super speedy, and for a unit like him who tends to be a bit slower. Basically, these two units, both Brave and Legendary, which, by the way, Legendary doesn't have Irvan. Instead, he has, of course, a distant counter weapon, which is just as good. And, well, they're both valuable options because not only are they strong units, one's legendary, has blessings, they both have strong potential to be great units for a player who's trying to just play the game, have some fun. And I really feel that if you want to give someone an option, you really can't go wrong with Ikes, both Ikes, Mike and Ikes, because, well, I mean, just look at these options. Not only that, they're strong units on their own. It's really just something I don't think I really need to tell you too much about, because honestly, Ike is a great unit in Brave or in Legendary Vanguard form, and the fact that we have so many of them and that they're so strong is amazing. So consider voting for either of these, because they are both great units. Fantastic units. And if you already have it, you already are pretty satisfied, then by God, give Steady Breath or, Steady Breath or Warding Breath to someone else, and you'll be just as good. And, he has Aether too, which is nice. All right. Let's talk about something that's more specialty units then, shall we? So, I love dancers, singers, what have you. They are valuable units, but there is one or two that clearly shine above all the rest. And I really feel that as a unit, Performing Arts Azura is one of the best dancers in the game simply because of her weapon, which, when she uses it, grants the target +3 to all stats, which is outrageous, exceedingly powerful, and something that will continue to reign supreme in pretty much any team build that you really want. Not only that, but since it is applied after ploys, after you use a turn, well, it's definitely very handy to have the dancer along who can buff your unit even afterwards. So it's just a valuable unit. Performing Arts Azura is also a special unit, meaning that she will not be able to show up outside of, certain banners. Right now, she is available on the Legendary banner, but she's going to have a much tougher time to be gotten because, the 8% with 3 colors, 3 characters in a color is really dangerous to really pull for, and it's very difficult to do so as well. You need to get lucky. And I feel that giving characters the very good possibility of getting a incredibly strong dancer such as her is something that we really should consider, because of her ability, her flexibility, and, just everything that she has. Because let's face it, as a strong dancer, Performing Arts Azura is also very strong. Also, you could probably go for New Year's Azura too. She does have, she doesn't have the effects of her weapon, but she does have the ability to move a lot quicker and a lot further. So that's also an option. And from there, we just have a ton of options that are also accessible. I'm sure a lot of you might go, what about Winter Tharja? What about Ira? These are all good options. But I really feel that these characters have the most accessibility for characters, 4 characters, 5 characters. I forgot that we are including... I sometimes forget how many Ikes we have these days, but still, consider voting for a character that will be strong for everyone. Because priorities are cool, and you may have a character that you really love and really want to, but this is not Choose Your Legends, guys. This is not trying to get your character a new version of them. This is giving someone to everyone. And I really feel that just doing memes and jokes and stuff like that, it might be fun, but everyone needs a strong unit, and it really means a lot to me if you guys could put some effort into voting for a character that you think would be beneficial to everyone. I'm actually kind of wondering about this. I mean, it's a great option for free-to-play units, free-to-play characters, and players. God, I'm talking really hard, really badly today, but still, players who, might need a step up, might need a leg up for whatever option they may have. I know people who need these characters and really want them. So please, guys, consider voting for any of these options I've listed below. It really does help. Be it, voting for Winter Tharja, be it voting for Brave Ike, Legendary Vanguard Ike, Hector, Azura in both forms, in all forms, actually. I guess normal Azura is still a thing, but I haven't seen her lately. But that's just what I wanted to tell you guys, because let's face it, we need to be able to come together as a community and try to help each other out, and I feel this is one of the best ways to do it. Vote strong. Vote, vote for the characters that I feel, or you feel that might be beneficial to the community, because this is what this is about. And I think that matters a lot. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I'll see you all very soon, and I love you guys very, very much. For now, see you later, nerds.